You see what's happening here? This trade makes no sense because there's no reason that copper, which is the HGZ20, should be losing money when the S&P is moving up. They don't move in lockstep, but they're closely correlated to each other. Even though correlation moves around a lot, but I just find it funny. It's like if the S&P is moved up by X and then copper has moved up by Y, but it was like down, it's like, no, that's not the way it should be. Especially under the current conditions the market is in. So we'll see. Both trades, like, because copper went long and the S&P went long, that should be a strong indicator that this long trade should work out well. Obviously we'll see, but the copper trade should also move up, or at least, you know, break out a little bit. So we will see what happens. please refrain from calling me Mr. Owens. Okay? I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old. The sign of disrespect. Sam. Can you hear me, Sam? Am I who? Are you talking about the kid who works for Ducks? There is someone that works for Ducks. His name is Sasuke. It's not me. Steven mentioned Sasuke before? In a video? Yeah, you're not the first person to say that, but no, it's not me. Steve and I are friends, but I mean, sometimes I will help Steve or Sasuke program some stuff, but that's few and far between. No. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'll talk to him every once in a while because they needed help building out like an API. So I did that for a bit with them. Like, he's a real person. Which a lot of people I think don't think that he is, which is kind of funny, but that's he is a real person. Look at this. Like I was talking about this morning, the S&P and copper should move up together. Will I show my code in the courses? I give away some strategies, but not a lot. And now, I don't know if you guys heard that an order was filled. And thus, the copper trade got out for some amount of monies. Yeah, so you see the copper trade got out OP. Oh, I see. You're saying this Sasuke tab down here? That's what you're referring to, Sam? So I have another one named Itachi. And then I have another workspace named Me Monies. And I have another one. So I just name all of these they're like a trade manager tab, basically, different things for different algos. Like different portfolios of algos. Just so I don't ever get them confused. Not that it matters, because all the data goes to the same place. But I just like having each portfolio have their own like manager tab and just naming it something different so I don't mix up any of them. I didn't understand what you meant by like this tab down here, but now I understand. I thought you meant like you saw it like a tab. I didn't know what you meant. So now the mystery has been solved of what you were talking about. The best part about me doing this though is like people people come to this room and like they'll ask me questions. Most of the time I'm not here, right? Because it's all automated. But well, so most of the hedge fund world is skeptical of quantitative analysis, especially people who have a lot of money. And also my strategies as a whole, they generally would break around 100 million, which is a small amount of money on Wall Street. One, how do you know this isn't a sim account? Can you look at the screen before you open your mouth? Look at the bottom right. There is no disputing that this is a sim account or this is fake or anything like that. This is the real shit. This is what your penny guru will not show you. This is what most gurus will not show you. This is a live account trading on live money, all autonomously. If you don't believe that, then you can watch the older streams, and in Tradestation in the bottom right hand corner, if it was sim, it would say sim account. You see where it says trading live? And if you don't believe that, then call fucking Tradestation. And then when you're proven wrong about all your ideas about a sim account or somehow triforcetrader is somehow fake or whatever ideology is in your head, then you will come back and apologize to me for ever having that thought. Ever. In the retail space, I'm one of the most transparent traders. Not only through this, but also brokerage statements. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years. Okay, so we made... So right in front of your face as I was talking to you all, and while I was on my little monologue, when the copper trade closed out, it made $396.40. In comparison to... Oops. So the strategy, all be getting in on exactly the open and on the exact exit, it made $412. This does not include commission. So we had a minor slippage of a couple ticks plus commish. So we didn't make exactly $412. We made $396.40. Okay. These strategies are considered quote unquote intraday. What does that mean? That means that they trade intraday data. And the problem with that is the slippage factor has to be built into the code to protect yourself from like massive slippage. So a lot of finesse goes into that, because you can have a great strategy, but if you have a slippage of $500 but your average trade is only 150, well, you're fucked. So great care has gone into like making sure that these little new baby algos don't have a huge slippage factor, that's under control. In the other video from yesterday, towards the end, I talk about this a lot, and there's like a few live examples. But the thing is that Listen, live trading for me is dog shit. Okay. And people that promote live trading, it's like, who cares? Like, I can show my screen all day of multiple algo systems trading, and like, what's the big deal? Do you know what I'm saying? And people think like, oh, you got to learn this person's process from live trading. It's like, that's not gonna fucking help you. So this whole like craze of snorting cocaine of live trading, it needs to end. Like, no one gives a shit. Okay. Especially for me, like, it's like, oh, cool. It's like, I'm not going to tell you how my algos are built. I'm not going to tell you how I do it. Like, if you want to learn that, you can pay me. But other than that, you know, like, you live trading in front of everyone doesn't mean shit. Okay. Because from an algorithmic perspective, like, who cares? Like, seriously. You know, for me, so like this algorithm is also attached to my network. So it's like literally in a couple, probably like 10 minutes, I'll go for a walk. If this like enters a new trade, or one of my algos enters a new trade, or it gets out, it just texts my phone what's happening. Like, that's it. All of the work is up front, and then the rest is just execution. Like, a lot of new traders come to the market and they're just like trying to focus on people who are live trading or on YouTube or whatever the dumb shit is going on in this day and age. And because most of those people don't actually trade. There are very few that live trade who actually know what the fuck they're doing. And on top of that, it's like, why are you sitting in front of a screen all day? Why are you even focusing on trying to live trade with someone or follow their trades? Why are you doing that? When it comes to market time, that's execution time. That's not time for learning. Like, people always get it twisted. They're like, oh, I have to sit in front of the screen and learn. It's like, no, you don't. Do you have to go get drunk in order to understand that you probably shouldn't drink and drive? No, you don't have to do that. You can want to do that, but you don't have to do that. So you can learn by not having the experience, which is the whole idea of quantitative analysis. What's my Discord? You can find it underneath my video. Okay, well, Lunchman, what do you... That's a tricky question. Are you saying what's the maximum acceptable loss given a sequence of trades, or the overall loss? So I look at sequence, okay? I don't know how delayed this shit is, okay? But an overall sequence of trades has never, for this particular strategy, is never 5,000. It doesn't even get close to that. If everything being equal, I would say probably, you know, no more. Like, the entire drawdown over the entire history is like 10,000. That was like the worst one. I don't pull anything. I'm not touching anything. Do you mean like shut it off? For me to shut down this algorithm in particularly, it would have to go 5+ years of consecutive yearly drawdowns. The probability of that is infinitesimally small, because this algorithm is more active, and therefore it plays out its edge a lot more. So the overall win percentage is like 52% or something. But the overall payoff of it is 2.75. So for every win, it's 2.75 greater than its loss, or basically almost 3 times greater. So that means that I can be wrong 3 times in a row, and one trade would make up for that. Does that make sense? So it's a delicate balance. These have been on live data for the last 2 years, and they've performed their best because simply they will trade a lot during high volatility times, and they will not trade so much during low volatility, which is very interesting to me because essentially they are adaptive to volatility. But not a normal, it's not like, oh, you're using average true range. No, my own volatility calculation. It's almost sentient. We'll see. You know, 2 years of good performance is great, but you never know.